Welcome back, everyone, to another video. Today in the studio, we've got the 2026 Triumph Scrambler 400X, and it's safe to say this is one of the most hotly anticipated bikes of the year. I've been desperate to get my hands on one for review ever since it was announced back in June last year, which is now almost 8 months ago. I did manage to see a unit outside the factory, sit on it, press the buttons, and get a feel for the ergonomics, but it really comes down to how it rides. Is it the perfect beginner bike, the ideal baby scrambler, or simply a super cool looking second motorcycle? So let's take it for a spin and find out. Starting with what I like about it. The first big point has to be the price and how it addresses any concerns about this being built on Triumph's behalf in India by Bajaj, brands better known for affordable rather than premium machinery. Any worries on that front should vanish as soon as you see one in the flesh, swing a leg over, and play with the switches and controls. It genuinely feels like a lot of bike for the money, with a very well-finished look and feel. Priced at £5,595, it's only a few £100 more than the Royal Enfield Scram 411, which is much slower, significantly down on power, and a bit heavier, while it sits almost neck and neck with the Husqvarna Svartpilen 401 and even comes in a few £100 cheaper than the Honda CL 500 Scrambler, which in many ways is a very similar machine. Despite its smaller 398 cubic centimeters engine, the Scrambler 400X doesn't feel cramped or tiny. Instead, it nails that classic Scrambler stance with a fairly tall 835mm seat height, big white handlebars that rise up a touch, and chunky foot pegs with removable rubber inserts. All of this combines to create a very spacious riding position, so taller riders get a comfortable, stylish, and more economical option, while average height riders simply enjoy the extra room. It's not my first choice for serious off-roading. Standing up it's okay, but it never feels quite as natural as a Scrambler 1200. Yet those Scrambler-style features do mean there's plenty of space and comfort for everyday riding. Hardware and components are another area where I expected potential compromises at this more affordable price, especially since this is the most accessible Triumph in the lineup. But in reality, everything is really quite good. The 43mm upside-down fork with big piston damping and a preload adjustable rear monoshock keep the bike composed while still offering plenty of travel and cushy comfort. Exactly what you'd expect from a Scrambler. Up front, a radial 4-piston caliper on a 320mm single disc delivers strong bite and braking power, especially considering the bike weighs just 179 kilograms wet. It doesn't need massive stopping force to feel secure. Big shout out also goes to today's video sponsor, Metzeler, who supplied the excellent Karoo Street tires fitted to the Scrambler 400X as standard. You normally see slightly more budget-oriented rubber at this price point, but for me, Metzeler is among the best in the business, and the Karoo Street is a brilliant all-rounder. It has semi-knobbly, rugged looks that suit the bike perfectly, strong on-road grip thanks to big central blocks, good off-road purchase from the lateral grooves, and longitudinal grooves that shed water and help self-clean in dirt and mud, making it an ideal tire choice for this Scrambler. Metzeler also offers a wide range, from super sticky Sportec and Racetech rubber to excellent all-round road tires like the Roadtech and adventure-oriented Torrance and Karoo options. So it's definitely worth checking out the link in the description if you're thinking about fresh rubber for the new riding season. Then there's the engine, another standout feature. It's a 398 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled single-cylinder, quite different to anything Triumph has offered in recent memory, and it really suits the Scrambler style. You get that big dirt bike style feel plus decent performance. Just under 40 horsepower, 37.5 Newton-meters of peak torque, and a delivery that, while not class-leading on paper, feels more than sufficient on the road. There's a healthy shove through the throttle, a bit of punch-up low that you don't always expect from a smaller capacity bike, and enough oomph to get you comfortably up to 60 to 70 miles per hour on main roads, something you can't always say about the Royal Enfield Scram 411. The throttle is quite snappy, which adds punch, liveliness, and fun, and the 6-speed gearbox feels precise and positive with a light, easy pull clutch. A slipper clutch also helps when downshifting, so you don't have to be perfectly accurate with your rev matching. The sound is another highlight. For a stock exhaust, it sounds very good, especially if you like single-cylinder character, and Triumph again manages to extract a decent amount of bass while still staying within emissions regulations. So it's good on price, looks the part, has a spacious and comfortable layout, neat build quality, great handling, and an engine that's generally impressive. But before you rush out and buy one, there are a few caveats. First, that single-cylinder engine starts to buzz once you're up around 60 to 70 miles per hour and roughly 6,000 revolutions per minute. You can feel the vibration through the bars, seat, and especially the foot pegs, which might get tiring over long distances. If you want a true commuter or light touring bike, a twin-cylinder like the Honda CL500 is likely the smoother choice. Triumph could have reduced this buzz with taller gearing, but that would probably dull the fun factor and the punchy low-end snap they've clearly prioritized for B-roads and town riding. Second, this isn't a hardcore off-roader. It has more suspension travel than the Speed 400 and an oversized 19-inch front wheel for smoother rolling. But the underbelly is quite exposed, and it will never perform like a purpose-built adventure bike, such as the new Himalayan. Light gravel excursions are fun, and that tall stance and big front wheel are actually helpful even in town for speed bumps, potholes, and cobbles, but don't expect proper trail bike capability. Third, the dashboard is quite simple. If you're a tech-oriented rider, you might find it a bit basic. There's an analog speedo around the outside with an LCD display to the right that shows a decent amount of information and lets you switch off traction control and ABS, but that's about it. Competitors such as the Svartpilen 401 pack a color TFT with phone connectivity and more advanced features. Whereas here you're looking at an old-school aesthetic. The easy workaround is a phone mount like the Quadlock plus a dedicated motorcycle navigation app, such as Kalamoto. But if you want fully integrated tech, this isn't the bike for you. That said, the understated analog dash suits the retro Scrambler vibe far better than a big TFT slab, and the overall styling really does feel like a proper baby sibling to the Scrambler 900 or 1200. Triumph has done a great job on the little details. Engine cases, side panels, headlight, seat, little covers, and brackets all give a level of design quality you'd expect from the brand, no matter the price. The wider stance angles the bike slightly forward compared with some other modern classics, which takes a tiny bit away from the pure retro feel, but generally it's still a very nice thing to look at. Ultimately, Triumph hasn't built the most techy or the most performance-focused 400 class bike. It's not as gadget-laden as the Husqvarna nor as silky as the Honda, but it scores where Triumph matters most. Finish, tasteful design detail, that slightly more old-school look, strong all-around performance, and excellent handling. In this price bracket, very few bikes match its sheer desirability, and I fully expect it to be a big hit in showrooms. If you're in the market for a stylish, capable, and characterful scrambler, I'd strongly recommend going down to your dealer and booking a demo. Then let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe if you want more reviews like this on YouTube. Many thanks for watching today, and we'll catch you in the next video.